Be the change. Know thyself. What does that mean to know thyself? Well, you have a name, you have a income, you have your gender, or whatever, however you identify, your age, your race, what kind of friends you have, what religion you are to, um, job, are you a critical person, open person? All these things are kind of just connected to how we present ourselves. So you get born, you learn about all these things, and the person that, so when you get born, you are who you are. When you're born, when you're newborn, you are consciousness. You are, that's who you are. That's the essence of who you are, the consciousness. And then life comes along, people comes along, they teach you things, life throws curveballs your way, and all of a sudden things that were safe and sound, they're not safe and sound anymore. So now you take on a little bit insecurities or a little bit fear, and then you keep going, and things happen, and you think you can trust people, and then they show you you can't. So now you don't know, and now you're building these walls and everything comes. So going through life, you're going to adopt and adapt into different aspects of your psychology, how you feel about things, who you are. Like, who are you? Know thyself. Going through the life. Now you have this job, you have this, you're married, you have 2 kids, you have a job, and you have a nice car. I believe it's maybe even the last edition of the car. You have a nice outside. Your landscaping is immaculate, and so it looks very nice for everybody. So you are a very successful person in the eyes of society. This successful person might be going there. Oh, got to make this another appointment for the landscaping. Oh, got to make another thing for that. Got to pay the bill for this. Got to do that. Got to go to work again. Oh, time to go to work again. And the kids, got to go drop them off again. Got to go pick them up again. And life can get. And this person in the life, living the life, the American dream, the life that we all have a prescription. You get born. Okay, so you're born. Society, the world, your life pulls you away from who you are into who you're supposed to be. And this is the dream. This is who you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to do with your life. And there you are. You've done all the right things, and you've done all the right things. You did everything. And now here you are, stuck, feeling disappointed, actually kind of bitter because, and resentful to a lot of these things that just took your time away. It took your opportunities away. It took everything away, all these things. And now you're kind of sitting there with everything, and you're successful. So when you're out and about, you, of course, hey, here I am. I'm the successful. Yeah, I'm great. I'm outstanding, and I'm great, and I am successful. I'm impressive, and all that. So yeah, I got all this stuff. And so, and inside, you're like, not feeling good, feeling depressed, feeling maybe even anger building up inside, very common, because you've put yourself into these shackles of restraint, and this role that you're playing, and this role that we think we are supposed to play here on planet Earth. This is our job. Now we are not ourselves anymore. So here we are. We're going to try and just play the role and play the part so we can fit in with everybody else and be a good puzzle. And this is it. The whole thing pulling you away from who you are, training you to the American dream or whichever dream that is current wherever you're at, pulling you in there, training you to become all this here. It's good for business. Like, think about it. Every single person gets pulled into the same pattern. Okay, so whoever makes the toys, they're going to be very beneficial from that. Whoever makes the clothes are going to be very beneficial from that. Whoever makes the cars are going to be very beneficial for that. Whoever makes the things that are designed to fit your lifestyle at the certain ages, those are the people that are going to benefit from you stepping away from your independence. And this is the Independence Day today. So know thyself. It's the only way that you can truly find independence. And this is what they don't want you. They pulled you away from the birth into the role that you're supposed to play. And here we are today on Independence Day. I want you to consider to go backwards a little bit and back into the birth, like back to where you were just plopped out here on planet Earth, consciousness. Oh, wow, that is such a difference. Wow. Now I don't worry about tomorrow. I don't worry about all the things I have to do. I'm not preoccupied with the past anymore. I kind of, yeah, there was a lot of wounding there and I had to go back for years and years and work on it. But that's, you know, you do what you got to do. You leave it in the past and then you bring yourself into the moment. You can breathe there. There is a quiet, peaceful joy there. And you're just content there. And life is good there. And whatever answers you need is going to come to you there. Knowing thyself. How can you go from the designed version of a human being that you are? If you have lived here on planet Earth, you are one of the designed beings that are created for this planet. How can you go from that? You don't have to get rid of it. You don't have to create something new. You don't have to change a single thing about who you are. But one thing, you just have to be aware that those roles, those tags, and those labels, that is not who you are. Those tags, those labels, they don't have feelings. The tags and the labels, they don't have presence. The tags and the labels, they don't have compassion. They don't have feelings. They're not human. And yet these are the things that we identify with. And so putting that to the side, sitting with yourself, knowing that your mind is probably like everybody else's mind, overactive. Your mind is probably like everybody else's mind, taking over your life. And it's almost like an entity on its own. Your mind is an entity on its own and it's driving your life. Whatever you have in there, which have been put in there since you plopped out here on planet Earth, all these things have been put into your mind. And here you are today on Independence Day. Yeah, freedom, the day of freedom. Yeah, we want to be free. We want to be happy, free, feel like we have a choice, feel like we're not on a mandatory freaking work schedule for whoever makes the shoes or whatever. And then, so here you are, like independent. How can you find your independence? Know thyself. Your thoughts, if you are like most people, which we are like most people, your mind is going to be overactive. Your mind is going to be dictating your life. Your mind, probably you think you are your mind. So whatever you're thinking, whatever you're, when you're going off, this is how you experience your life. Now you think that this is your life. Your mind space has become your whole life. So that's a big puffy bubble that you're in. And it's, everybody has their own mind space. So whenever you look at a person, you see their head, you see their body, you see their face, you see they're not even present. They're in their head somewhere, in their mind cloud. So how can you know thyself? That you are not the labels. This is not who you are. You plopped out on planet Earth. Presence. You look into a newborn's eyes. You can see their, I'll say, innocence or just being or presence. They're just there. They're just there. Nobody taught them yet that they have to behave like a 3-year-old, or you have to act like a 5-year-old, or now you have to act like a 9-year-old. And the 9-year-olds, they wear this, they do this, they say things like this, they like that, they don't like that, and they want to do this, they don't want to do that. So nobody taught you that yet. So here you are, pure presence. You can still be all the labels and you can still continue your life in the exact same way that you did before. But if you find that inner presence and you take some time out in your day, whatever, if you have full packed house, you don't have any time, well, you can carve out. I'm sure if you watch the news or whatever you do for I don't know, the news though, there's the whole thing. This is who we are collectively. On the news, this is what we have created, all of us collectively. This is why your job of knowing thyself is going to be immensely important for what you see on the news, believe it or not. You don't have to do nothing else than to cultivate some peace in your life. When you do that, when you find that peaceful joy within yourself, do you think it's not going to rub off on everyone that you meet? Do you think you're not going to show other people that, wow, is it possible to live like that? I am always so upset and so wired up inside. I didn't know that it could be like peaceful joy. I didn't know that that existed. Well, oh, there's a peaceful, joyful person over there. Wow, that is different. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, you got to go within. You got to know thyself. That's how you're going to find your own peace, your own presence, your own power. It just requires a little bit of work, and you can do it. You just pray about it. What is it that I need to change in order for me to find the stillness and the peace and the joy? Pray about it. You're going to have to be aware, though. You're going to have to be aware enough to not be completely wrapped up in your mind cloud, so that you can notice the things around you. So mindfulness exercises might be beneficial to start. Just be mindful for a little bit in the morning, before you start your day. Just breathe for a little bit. Make sure that you feel at home in your body, your fingers, your hands, your elbows, your shoulders, your upper body, lower body, everywhere. Your presence, you feel it. You are presence. You are in your body. It's your body, your home. Your soul's home while you're here on planet Earth. Your body, your home. So make sure, take some time out. Notice how the coffee cup or the tea cup or whatever you drink, like how it feels in your hand when you lift it. What does it feel like? Drink it. What does it taste like? How does it taste? What does it make you feel when you sit there and taste it? Do you feel upset because you have to go to work? Don't push it to the side and be like, okay, no, it's not really that bad. I can do it. That's what I do all the time. But I'm practicing being more, okay, I really don't really appreciate this job, but it's a job. It pays for the bills. It does what it needs to do. And now you can start to look for something that is more suitable for your soul. And it'll come to you if you allow these things to just be honest with yourself, truly honest about how you feel about these things. Maybe you have some friends in your life and they always like comment on things that are supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. They comment on things that are supposed to make you feel less than. They comment on things that make you feel, that are designed to make you feel less confident and confident. And so these are what you call, I don't know what they call them, frenemies. And keep your enemies closer, or whatever the saying is, but just observe them and see. And then you can make decision. How does it make you feel when you're in the vicinity of these people? Now you can know thyself is to be brutally honest about how it actually makes you feel. Because if you do, then you're going to have choices to go towards what is actually going to nurture you, is going to build you up, is going to help you grow, is going to help you find your inner stillness, it's going to help you find your confidence. You don't have to change your life at all. If you really want to keep your life just the way it is, you can do that, just more present. You're going to be more present. Just carve out some time to notice the things around you. Be in your senses. Maybe you get some smelly things like essence oils, incense. And you can do all these things. Just be more mindful in the day. Breathing, your breath, like whenever you're in a situation, like breathe. Notice how the air fills you up. Notice these little things, these little subtle things. It'll take you from your headspace back into your body, into yourself. Know thyself is a very, very, very valuable starting point for everything that you want in your life. Know thyself. Know thyself and speak your truth. You have stayed silent long enough. Speak up and stand your ground. You have stayed silent long enough. Speak up, stand your ground, and state your perspectives. Everybody has one. It's okay. You can have your own too. You will raise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard. Let your voice be heard. If you're uncomfortable in the scenario, you have everything, you're supposed to be happy, you have the American dream, you're supposed to be happy, well, it's okay to stand up for yourself and speak your truth and say, you know, I got all these things, I'm still not happy, I don't know what to do. Well, then you go within. You start going within and you start to realize maybe you want to get rid of some of these things that, like, eventually maybe you want to get rid of these things because they don't really serve you. It's just for the purpose of the show. Let me show everybody else here what I got. And so maybe you didn't care about it at all. And then once you start doing the inner work, you're going to be able to release things that do not serve your inner, like your purpose or what you need or what you want in your life. And that's a beautiful way to, that is indeed a beautiful way to finding your own truth, finding your own way in this lifetime, here on planet Earth, on the Independence Day, the Day of Independence. 3 of Wands, look ahead, plan and look ahead. Make your plans from this moment. Keep chipping away on what you are chipping away on. And sometimes it takes time for things to grow. So don't be afraid of it. Don't get discouraged, because you will be dancing and celebrating victories. Once you do the work, make a plan. Set a plan for your life that, like, from this moment, the very moment where you find peace and inner joy. Know thyself. Wherever you are in your life, doesn't matter. It could be like you're in the life that the American dream, and you love it, or like you want it, but you're not happy. So then you do the work on yourself. You find out that, oh, I am responsible for my own happiness. It doesn't come through the things. Okay, now I'm a happy person. Now I love this life even more. Now I really love this life. Okay, that can happen too, and that's okay. You don't have to change a thing. Planning, like looking ahead, like from this very moment, right here, right now. Do you have a problem right here, right now? Probably not. Most of the times we have situations we might have to deal with in the future, but right here, right now, we usually are not threatened by anybody, or like there's nothing crazy going on for the most part. And so planning from this very moment and seeing your future, visualizing it. What do you want to see in your life? Do you want your life to be the way that it is, but more happy? Then go within it. Know thyself. Start to figure out what is going on in your headspace, your emotions, your spirit. How do you nourish yourself? Do you have any self-care? Do you take any time to be mindful? Do you do any of these things in your life the way it is? 7 of Pentacles is a spread your wings, like it is spread your seeds, like it's spreading your stuff around, your intentions, your your intentions and your wishes, your dreams, your intentions, like how you feel about things. Kindness, compassion, understanding, non-judgment, whatever. You plant it, you make little seeds, you start creating something. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you create stuff, maybe you make stuff, maybe you're a cook, you create stuff, you make stuff. These little seeds that we're planting, it always takes time for it to grow. And sometimes you can't see what is happening underground because all the roots are taking shape under the ground, and you can't really see it in the plant yet because it needs the stability inside of yourself. So once you take yourself inside of yourself, the work that you do on the inside is going to create some roots that is going to make you celebrate and watch the results come out. Once you do the inner work, whatever your life looks like, you don't even have to change a thing, but you have to be brutally honest with yourself. And you are going to be celebrating. You are going to get a victory, because once you start doing the inner work, it's all you got to do. Then everything else will fall into place for you. Happy Independence Day. May you be independent, happy, well, and joyful. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, loves, and respects the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.